guys, I'm doing the video edit. Just wanted to say a big thanks to Nice BYD and the Facebook group for the BYD Sealion 6 plug-in hybrid EV Australia group, who basically ran a competition for the best photo of their Sealion, and they sent me out these really cool little upgrade to my key, and also to the NFC card. Makes it look so much more stylish. I love it. Thank you, Nice BYD. And now over to the actual video.
Alright guys, so pretty much what I'm going to show you here is how fast is fast enough. So obviously when I'm in EV only mode, in sports mode, I'm just driving around. Yeah, it's what, 5:30, 5 o'clock thereabouts. Do you need much more faster than just what you have out of the EV motor? Now, driving around normally, like if you need your go-go power, you're gonna get a speeding ticket real easy in this car, even without having to be in hybrid mode with the petrol engine. Like at 70 k's an hour here, I actually have to be careful, because if I give it a squirt on the accelerator, 100%, I'm over the speed limit within a second. It literally is that quick. What I find with this car, where the letdown is, someone speaking from a performance kind of car person that I enjoy, is literally once you get to about maybe 70 k's an hour, then the electric motors kind of wash off its capacity to kind of keep picking up speed. Like we're at 70 k's an hour already here, like that, maybe what's that, maybe 2 seconds. We can time it in the video when I go and edit this to put up. But how many, I mean, as someone who drives around in Melbourne, where are you going to drive with this type of necessity for more power if you're driving within traffic? It's a bit different if you're driving at night or you're driving country roads. 30 k's an hour coming into a turn on Clayton Road, no traffic, foot down, I'm already at 60 k's an hour. Like, how much more fast do you need in that moment? Do you know what I mean? So for a lot of people that have asked in the comments about, you know, I don't know if the electric motors that are putting out about 150 combined is enough. I think it is. And you might have to, and I'm talking about what I'm seeing on the dash here. So I don't actually, I'm not quoting what's written on paper, guys, what they're saying the combined power is the front and rear motor. I'm talking about what the car's telling me it's apparently drawing and putting out. Now, I am not 100% certain if this reading here is going to be exactly the same as what power I'm getting out onto the wheels, onto the road. I'm definitely certain this reading here has got to do with how much power draw, as in electricity. Whether or not that's the equivalent to what's actually going out to the wheels, I don't know. That's, and I'm not basing it on that. I'm purely basing times of how it feels as a driver, and how suitable it is in a road use application. But let's see. So I'm turning left off Clayton Road onto Princess Highway, I think it is. Yeah, Princess Highway. So we'll see. Princess Highway is 80 kilometers an hour, so we'll see how quick it is for me to turn and get to 80 k's an hour and get across into the right lane. Some of these things are things that you guys are going to do out in the road, trying to weave in to get into lanes, to get corner turns. So these are the things that I think are important as someone who's considering a car. Like, I can't have a slow car. If you give me a car where it's, you know, it just takes forever, it'd drive me crazy. Oh shit, it's a green light. So even turning already 80 k's an hour, if I kept my foot down it would have been 80, but I think the wife wasn't expecting me to take off and turn like that so quickly. But you do feel it, like it pulls you. Like if I'm accelerating and turning, it pulls you, like you're really feeling the G's in the car on the corners. That's 100%. Where am I turning up here? Going straight? Winterton. Oh yeah, yep. So I mean, look here, I got a packed line of traffic. I would always, because I'm impatient generally, I'm one of those drivers, I'll sneak across to the open lane here and try and get around all this traffic up here and navigate myself back in. And I've driven cars with like 150 kilowatt, like 190 kilowatts even, that are, you know, 300 to 400 Newton meters. This feels like it's got so much more than the cars that are equivalent in that range. I don't know if it's because it has to go over the first and second gears to kind of get that power out, where this is just one band, or if it's because it just seems much more effortless in this car than it does those petrol cars. But still, I just feel like it's there, and it's constant. I find in the petrol cars, some will have the torque at the low end, others will have it at the top end. I mean, clearly the Mazda guy is like me, just wants to get out of here. It's enough power to get around all the cars. I'm literally back, there's about 15 or 20 car space. Actually, that's a Sealion behind me. How funny. It's actually a blue Sealion. I don't know if you guys can see the camera, but he's crawling up slowly. Look, it's hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what type of here. Oh yeah, up here. Hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what type of daily driving power you've got. I don't know if you guys can see, but if it is a Sealion, you're about to see him go past there. I think it is. It's the ocean blue color. Yep. They're getting quite popular.
So it's the same as this one?
Yeah, I think so.
You just said Sealion.
Now, did I say Sealion? Yeah, same as this one, yeah. Now, the one thing I do have to say, I haven't yet faced a situation where the autonomous braking has put me in a dangerous situation. Now, for those who don't understand what that means is, if I've got oncoming traffic coming on towards me here, guys, and I go hit the accelerator, there's been reports where if the car's got too much speed and the car thinks you're about to collide, the BYD will actually anchor the brakes in the autonomous braking system. That can be quite dangerous if you're trying to make a really short a gap, because it's going to get you stopped in the middle of the road. Now, the way I drive, I haven't had a situation where that's been an issue, but I've also been careful about how close I actually want to make it. That is one downside to that type of automated system.
That seems a little bit counterproductive to the safety system.
It is, but it is safe at the same time. In case you're blind and you don't see the oncoming car, the car's going to predict for you.
But if you're stopped in the middle, the car's going to hit you anyway.
That's right. It's a system that
it's counterproductive.
Yeah, it is, and that's something that's something that people have to consider. So just if you're a pretty heavy foot driver like myself, you really want to, when you first get your BYD, just take it easy and figure out how the ADAS system works. How the ADAS system works when you're driving around in your kind of driving behavior, till you kind of understand, because I have had it trigger at me at roundabouts. So I've come into a roundabout and I've come onto the brake, but then I've come off the brake and I'm gonna make it because the car that's coming around has got an indicator and he's turning right. He's not actually coming into my line, and the car's automatically hit the brakes pretty hard to stop me from taking off because it thinks the car's going to complete do a full U-turn. That's caught me maybe a handful of times, but it's quite simple to work around that, and that is, don't plant your foot on the accelerator hard to try and get through the roundabout. Just take it easy coming in and take it easy coming out, and you'll be right. It's just a habit that I have that I haven't yet broken. Oh, and that's the other thing. If you guys have got lines on the road, so you might have your center line, and you want to go around cars, the ADAS is going to fight you for it. It's going to try and pull you back to stay away from the line. Use your indicators. As soon as you put on an indicator to tell the car you're doing something, you can cross lines without the car fighting you. So that's a habit you'll have to break. I actually didn't break that. I actually didn't have to worry about breaking that in this car. I had to worry about that in my sports line Superb that I had, and that was a 206 kilowatt all-wheel drive as well. I definitely think this car it feels like it's got more go than that car did in just electric, and the numbers on paper don't make that. like don't match that feeling. I feel like the Superb should have been faster. I think it was a 2-litre turbo petrol. A down-classed Audi motor, Volkswagen 2-litre motor type thing. But that aside, yeah, that's basically my my electric only sports mode first thoughts after driving it for about 6,000 Ks. I've probably only really driven sports mode maybe a total of 1,000 kilometers all up in my ownership, and it's mostly been on weekends, not actually weekday like today. But today was just a good way to show you guys how it kind of performs if you're a daily commuter planning to buy this car. Alright, launch control, guys. For anyone that wants to know how it works, it's very straightforward. It's not something you can easily activate at the lights or anything like that, but you can do it if you really want the launch. You've got to make sure you're in HEV, so make sure you've gone down, make sure you're in HEV mode and that you're in sports mode. And you can toggle that in your mode if you haven't yet done that, and go through your mode options on the screen. Once you're in that, go to your options menu on your dash and navigate your way across to the flag symbol, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Right there, they call it timer on here. You apply that, it'll automatically start the engine, because it basically preloads the engine, so the engine power and the electric power is available. All you gotta do is two foot operation, 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the accelerator, as far as you can go down on the accelerator, and then you just let go. And then you'll get your 100 time, which is pretty good. I got 5.5 seconds here. So if you have a look up on the dash. So it's not terrible, but that's pretty good for a road car. So anyway, back to sensible driving.